In center stage, there are two uncomfortable chairs sitting side by side and an end table with several magazines stage left of them. In the stage left chair sits Jenkins, reading. After a few silent moments, Rachel enters.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Thomas Jenkins.
I don't know if I'm in the right place or not. I mean, I know I'm in a hospital, and this is the hospital I'm looking for. So I guess it doesn't make much sense to say I don't know if I'm in the right place or not. I guess I should have been more specific if I was in the right reading room. Is this my friend's room over here?
Your friend? Are you talking about the narrator?
Narrator? It's getting worse.
Yeah, I've been thinking, what's even wrong with him? Can the narrator even get sick?
You don't. I mean, you didn't actually believe he's a narrator, did you? Like, life's just some storybook?
Yes, you're in the right place, as you had previously asked.
Thank you.
So what is his last name?
Danny.
He's kind of old to be your friend.
I used to be a care worker at NEC to pay for med school. He's a good guy. People love him, never hurts anyone. Danny's just confused. He creates these stories. Sometimes the people are real, and sometimes they aren't. I was his friend when I worked there. I enjoyed listening to his stories, and just being there helped to remind him who he was. I told him this story about this woman, Margaret, I met. This retired waitress who just killed herself right in front of me. Danny made up this whole dramatic story about it, telling everyone who would listen. He even came up with a whole backstory about her and a postman. His name was even Postman.
Seems like you and the narrator were close.
Are you really still going to call him that?
Yep, already ingrained.
I was his care worker for over 6 years, 5 days a week, and now he could die. I haven't even seen him in a couple years now, but something told me I needed to see him.
You know, him being crazy, that explains a lot. He was awful calm when he met me.
Why wouldn't he be?
Oh, I am absolutely bonkers. I'm here to turn myself in.
On Halloween? You didn't want to spend your last day of freedom at a costume party or something?
My boss did invite me to a lights-off costume party at her place.
Sounds risky.
No, she's just blind.
Oh. Then why didn't you go?
I get to be a monster every day of the year. What makes Halloween so special? I've never been to a funeral. I've put a lot of people in the ground. Or, well, most of them went into the ground. Somewhere displayed.
Rachel looks understandably concerned.
It's not impulsive or anything, I swear. They're people I really did think deserved it. Besides, I wouldn't want my bones put in the dirt when I reach the end. But there comes a time when, you know?
Yeah. There comes a time when you have to accept that what you did was wrong and that you need help.
What? No, there comes a time when you make so much money it's safer to retire to the nut house.
Come again?
If I kept going, the cops are going to gun me down for sure. But if I turn myself in and plead insanity, they can't execute me. I can take my money and retire here in the plushest room they've got.
So, you don't think you're actually crazy?
Rachel, please. Would a crazy man turn himself in?
Yes. But what would I know? I'm just a doctor.
Who cares?
Why haven't you been to a funeral?
Doesn't matter now, does it?
Why not?
Because now I'll never go to a funeral. I'll be locked up.
But still, you must have avoided them your whole life. People die every day. Does it scare you?
Many things frighten me. Not funerals.
Then something about funerals?
Families. Faces wet as they mourn the irreplaceable.
Oh. Technically, you'll go to your own.
Jenkins puts down his book and stares forward, realizing that she's right.
Well, at any rate, that shouldn't be for a long time, right?
He stands up and begins buttoning his jacket in preparation to leave.
I'm glad we had this talk, but it's time for me to retire.
As he turns to exit stage left, Rachel gets up and stabs him in the chest from behind. He's in complete shock as she leans into him.
You don't give two shits about anyone's family. You're afraid of dying.
She slowly lowers him back down to his seat.
I know exactly what you've done Thomas Jenkins. I know all about your displays because I get to examine their bodies at the morgue. And I know about the author's wife.
Jenkins' eyes grow wide as she twists the knife and places the book over the wound. She begins to walk away when Jenkins grabs her wrist.
It's not the fear of dying. It's the fear of being dead.
He lets go and she leaves. The lights fade as he does.
Many things that frighten me, and among those things are families. Faces when as they mourn the irreplaceable. And it's not the fear